We'll have a moment of silent meditation and pledge to the flag. Thank you. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I'd like to call to order this meeting of the Monongalia County Commission for September 23rd, 2020. All the commissioners are present, and we'll begin with consent and approval. Good morning, Renetta.
Good morning. We have 10 exonerations for $2,079.21. Vouchers, General County Fund, $84,906.49. Coal severance, $401.41. 911, $10,412. Chestnut Ridge Park, $4,112.48. Camp Muffley, $530. Mason-Dixon Park, $575. Assessor's valuation, $124.66. Purchasing card vouchers, General County Fund, $13,644.11. 911, $1,195.35, for a voucher total of $115,901.50. Position vacancies for boards and authorities: the Western Board of Zoning Appeals, Mon County Planning Commission, Mon County Development Authority, Camp Muffley Advisory Board, Abandoned and Dilapidated Enforcement Agency, Mason-Dixon Park Advisory Board, Region 6 Planning and Development Council, Historic Landmarks Commission, and the Mountaineer Trail Network Authority. Fiduciary orders for September 23rd, 2020.
Move for approval.
Second.
Properly moved and second for approval. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Introduction of new employee. I don't see anybody here, but we'll announce.
Jimmy was here a little bit ago. I'm not
Yes.
sure. He might have had to take off. They have a new telecommunicator, and they had somebody depart from their service. So Ashley Ratchford will begin her duties on October 1st. Her starting pay rate is $16.30 an hour, and she would have their normal probation period.
Move for approval.
Second.
Been properly moved and second for approval. All in favor?
Aye.
And we have Sheriff Palmer.
He has a individual that was a full-time court security officer that is moving to a part-time civil process server, Donnie Powell, and that is effective as of September 16th.
Move for approval.
Second.
Properly moved and second for approval. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't see anybody else. But, we are now open for comments from the public. We are now closed for comments from the public. Thank you. Colleen, do we have grants? We do not have grants. Any correspondence?
No, sir.
Commissioners, correspondence?
No.
Okay. Any unfinished business?
No, sir.
Okay.
No.
New business, to consider setting a date for a public hearing regarding the resolution recommending approval of the request by Littlemar LLC to amend the text of the West Run Planning District zoning ordinance.
Hello.
Good
Andrew
day.
Gaspray, Director of Planning for the county. I'm not going to go into any details. You're just here to set a public hearing for this. It is a request that is consistent with another request that you had already approved a while ago for another residential district in the West Run, where the specificity of housing type and architecture was inconsistent with new drives for different types of architecture and housing types. And it does not affect the zoning classification at all, or the density, which was the purpose of the comp plan. And so the Planning Commission approved it unanimously, and you will be hearing that in the public hearing.
Okay.
Move to approve setting of the date.
Second.
Been
You wanna
properly
hear
moved.
what that date is?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've assumed that you've already cleared it with our
Yes.
schedule, but yeah, let's hear what the date is.
Okay, so the first reading will be September the 30th, which is next Wednesday.
Okay.
The second reading and public hearing is October the 14th.
Okay. Been properly moved and second for approval of those dates. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Next, to consider for approval requisition number 38 for the University Town Center EODD Special District Excise Tax Revenue Refunding and Improvement Bonds, Series 2017 Administrative Expense Fund.
Requisition is for $10,762.50, and those funds will be paid to Municap for their services on the district.
Move to approve requisition 38 as presented.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded for approval. All in favor?
Aye.
Is there any other new business?
No, sir.
Okay, we're going to move to reports from elected officials. We have our Mon EMS Director, Forrest Wayan. If he would like to come forward, please.
Absolutely, thank you. Mr. Hawkins, and may it please the commission. I'm just here to report really quickly. There was a memo that was shared by the state EMS office on Friday that went out ill-advised to all the fire departments in West Virginia that basically sort of decreed that they needed to stop providing BLS services immediately unless they were a licensed EMS agency. Now, does that follow the legislative rule exactly? Absolutely. Has that rule been around a long time? Absolutely. But sort of this shoot from the hip memo was not probably the best idea, especially not advising your EMS agencies nor your county emergency management or anyone else. There's no guidance or a transitional document, sort of a effective date in the future when they're going to, it was just sort of you need to stop doing this right now, which of course I started getting calls from local fire departments saying, what's this memo? And of course, I was not aware of a memo. What has been sort of the pattern of the state EMS office is that usually within 24 to 48 hours there becomes a correcting memo come out. 2 days later, that memo was then rescinded. The good news is in Mon County, I think we're okay. This really impacts a lot of the places like Pocahontas County and more rural areas where you literally have a fire department that might be on scene for 30, 40 minutes until an ambulance gets there to provide that first level of care. What I wanted to tell you all is one, I've been working with Jimmy as soon as I found out about this, that nothing is changing in Mon County. Everyone's still getting their care. But now that we know the intentions of the state EMS office, it's always a good time to sort of, relook at our agreements, make sure that everything fits the bill. And if certain agencies need to be licensed, we'll get them to that point. I'm actually meeting with the volunteer fire council next week to get on this and start this conversation before the state does this thing again. So I'm sure we can find a workable solution and ensure that everybody gets the care that they need, because those folks do provide a fantastic service. I think we have a great working relationship with all of our volunteer fire departments that, it might take us 7 to 9 minutes to get there, but some of them are right around the corner and they know the area. They're great with wayfinding and they provide lifting help and a lot of other things as well. So definitely want to make sure we continue that relationship. So I just wanted to come here and let you all know that we're on that, and I know there's a whole bunch of misinformation and a whole bunch of things that were swirling around on the interwebs over the weekend, and then of course the confusion coming out of the state office a couple times, but just want to let you all know if you have any questions or anything.
Thank you
Thank
for
you very
coming.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming
Yes.
forward. Yes.
Do we have any other reports from elected officials? Seeing none, we'll move to reports from county commissioners. Sean?
Since we last met on last Wednesday, Wednesday afternoon, I had the first meeting of the city's new homeless subcommittee, and it was really just kind of an introduction and waiting to hear more as far as action items going forward. In the afternoon, I had Morgantown Area Partnership Board meeting. Last Thursday, I had a COVID work session, and then I had a call with Senator Capito's office to brief them on projects at the Morgantown Industrial Park. Friday, we had staff reports. Monday, I had a joint use management agreement committee call. We're still working on. We had a call last week. We had a call this week. We're just still kind of trying to formulate a strategy for going forward with the effects of COVID on the aquatic and track center. And we had our jail bill working group meeting, which was the first opportunity to get new magistrate into the group and kind of formulate our discussions regarding our jail bill and things we can do to reduce that jail bill. And then after that, I had a call with Senator Manchin's office also to update him on the Morgantown Industrial Park projects that are going on. Today's a regular day. We had our call with Greene County this morning. And I have a call this afternoon with legal counsel regarding medical cannabis statute. Because the health department has a meeting tomorrow. So tomorrow I have my Board of Health meeting, and that will be a big topic of discussion, obviously, and along with COVID, that will be a big discussion point at tomorrow's meeting. So and Friday we have staff reports. That's as far as professional. That's my report. I would like to report a couple important days. We have birthdays this week. Our county county secretary, his birthday was Monday. My brother's birthday is tomorrow, my baby brother, so he's number 9 out of 9. And most importantly, yesterday I celebrated my 20th anniversary with my wife. So I kind of checked out, and we spent the day together, and it was nice. And it's amazing that 20 years ago, I asked my brother to be my brother Kevin, I asked him to be my best man, and we drove down to Jackson County on a Friday afternoon, and Jackie's grandfather married us at Cedar Lakes.
Oh, really?
So that was 20 years ago yesterday, and there's a lot that's going on in the last 20 years. We've 2 wonderful kids. We've built 2 wonderful homes, rebuilt one and then built another one. We both have great careers, and I'm really looking forward to what the next 20 years is going to be. Jackie asked me where I saw myself in 20 years, and I said, well, Becca's going to be 39, so I hope by then she has a family, and we have kids that we can visit. So I just hope the next 20 doesn't go as fast as the first 20 did. So happy anniversary. That's it.
Indeed. Happy anniversary. Tom?
Yeah, congratulations, on your anniversary and the birthdays. The first is from, I want to read the MRTC. The trail, we are closing the section on Deckers Creek today at Beulah Road to 5.7 mile marker to First Greer Plant Trail Crossing near 9.6 mile marker. This closes off all the options for the Break Iron Road trailhead, and please stay away from this area today and for the rest of the week. And we just wanted to read that. This was an eventful week, and I agree with you. I'm real pleased that we are meeting about the jail bill, but more importantly, I think what we have done is set up a communication between the magistrate judges and the prosecutor's office to monitor and watch the situation, and I really think that's an excellent situation. We had a Youth Services Center board meeting finally by Zoom, and if anybody or public thinks they have difficulty trying to keep their child online, we have 8 separate kids, so we had to redesign the entire inner living room area. So we set that up so each child can be separately on a computer to be working on it. And it is working. I want to congratulate MJ and Jennifer for setting this up, because this is an enormous task, and it is working slowly, but it is extremely difficult. On a personal note, since you brought that up, yes, this has been a great week. My son's birthday, my daughter and her husband had their first anniversary and bought a house. And if anyone thinks our taxes are tough, they bought a house in Philadelphia, and it's 6 to 10 times more property tax, sales tax, and everything that's going on. But I'm really, really proud of that. And finally, I'm very excited, and I posted it. My daughter, who works for the Philadelphia Art Museum, came up with some programs for parents to work with their children when they're at home, and it was for the Philadelphia Art Museum. She sent it out, and they said they could send it to us, so we have publicized it for the people in West Virginia. She wanted to come up with programs, and I'm already getting people's responses that they're excited to do some art projects in Morgantown, and it's from the Philadelphia area. So I'm very excited about that. So all good news.
And it was interesting watching you do that report with your glasses fogging up.
I know. I know.
And I've already shared that. I looked at that.
Thank you very much.
That's an excellent thing.
Yes.
Okay. First of all, I'd like to announce that our 11 o'clock scheduled work session conference call has been rescheduled to 2:45.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Again, we've gone over the jail bill. Yesterday, we met on the incubator kitchen at the new extension and 4-H center, and we'll meet again in 2 weeks for a firm cost on equipment and final design to accommodate it. I would like to state also that with regard to testing, there is free testing today at the WVU Rec Center. And we want to thank WVU for making this facility available. We, all 3 commissioners, went and were tested on Friday. All 3 commissioners are negative, and we wanted to lead by example. So we're encouraging people to take advantage, please, of this free testing that's going on. It was my privilege to go to Daybrook the other evening, and driving up, I noticed, of course, total resurfacing of Route 7, but almost all of Route 218 has been completely resurfaced except for the first entrance of a half a mile. So I think we need to call Tom and see why the only bit of road that is there where you start on the road is hopefully soon to be completed. And I'll give you one more. Today is my last wife's, Bobby's, and her husband's, Jeremy's, 5th anniversary. So I would like to wish them a happy anniversary, since I think I'll be waiting a longer time, Sean, than my son is now 36, and I think I'm going to be waiting a longer time for holding that grandchild. So I wish you good luck, okay, in that endeavor. With that, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
We are adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.